Okay, I want to pivot out of Ukraine now to Middle East. It looks like this
Okay.
the last night there was some arrivals from Hezbollah on Israel. One thing that I got puzzled was that the news do not well the news actually say that there is no confirmation of success from Hezbollah or if the missiles were shot down. That kind of immediately tells me, okay, there was some success there and the missiles were not shot down. Otherwise, there would be everywhere saying, yeah, they shot like 100 missiles and we shot down 250. What do you know about that? And what do you think about this situation there?
Well, I think, let's be clear. So first, the first strike by the Israeli Air Force was on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then the Hezbollah response was on Sunday, going into Monday morning. And what happened is Israel then imposed a news blackout. So they specifically ordered their media not to report on what had happened. So that tells you there was damage. Because if there wasn't damage, they'd take you to all the bases and they'd say, hey, these Hezbollah is saying that they hit Galat, this base outside of Tel Aviv. And, here, take a look for yourself. Didn't touch it. They don't show that video. That tells you that Hezbollah did, in fact, hit the sites, that the Iron Dome was not 100% effective by any stretch. Similarly, Israel claims that it scored a massive, massive blow on Hezbollah. Israel's lying, because if they had scored that massive blow, then within the next 24 hours, Hezbollah wouldn't have been able to do what Hezbollah did, which was launch, a massive combination of drones and rockets. And Nasrallah, the head of Hezbollah, said, hey, we didn't even use our strategic and precision missiles. We held back. So they were retaliating, but doing it in a limited fashion. I think, Hezbollah still is trying to keep from escalating this to a full-blown war. Israel, the people that don't wear a uniform and that don't really have any kind of military experience are really agitating to go to war to invade Lebanon, whereas the ones that have military experience and some remaining brain matter between their ears recognize that it's a terrible idea, dangerous idea.
So Israel is trying suicide by Hezbollah.
There are some. It's not just suicide by Hezbollah. They also want to attack Iran.
Oh yeah.
They want to do all this at the same time that they've been unable to defeat Hamas. It's just that's an objective fact. A lot of ardent Zionists don't like to admit that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and Iran so far has not done anything, and things are. One question: I saw some video that plunged the internet the other day, 2-3 days ago, about people running away from Israel on the airport.
Yeah.
Do you see? Yeah. Is that real? Because I received like 5 or 6 people say, "Oh, this is fake news. This is fake news," and I kind of had a hard time to confirm or anything. So are those videos?
People are not flocking to Israel. They're leaving Israel. The ones who are leaving, ironically, are the ones who would be considered most opposed to the Zionist policies of the Netanyahu government. And so what this means is, as let's say that Donald Trump is elected, and then all the Democrats that said they're going to leave the country. And so as they leave the country, that means there are fewer Democrats. And Republicans, with not necessarily increasing in size, end up being more of a majority. That's exactly what's happening in Israel. Those who are opposed to Bibi Netanyahu are leaving the country. And then to add to that, you've got tourism's dead, significantly diminished. So Israel's suffering economically, big time. That's sort of what's hidden. That's the other part of this war that's not really getting focused on. That's where a lot of damage is being done. Israel and Ukraine, there's a little bit similar. In Ukraine, it's even more extreme. They're able to track how many SIM cards are in cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
The number, I think the last number they came up with within the last week or so, 18 million. Okay.
Inside only. Well, the remaining.
So what it means is it looks like Ukraine, half of its population has left Ukraine.
Yeah.
They used to be up around 38, 40 million. Now they're down around 19 million. And so you got the same thing.
That the Ukrainians are telling.
Sort of the same phenomenon in Israel as well.
Yeah.